For whatever reason, behind the scenes content is becoming just as important as the main video or the finished final video. Well, I think I know the reason why, but anyway, let me show you how I get high quality behind the scenes content by myself without stressing or hindering the main production. There are two products that I use to get my BTS content. One being the DJI Osmo Action 4. This is probably my favorite tool to use because of its size and video capabilities. It can record 4K quality up to 60 frames per second, and it has 10-bit color. That gives me maximum flexibility to do whatever I want to do with it after the fact. One of my favorite things about it is its form factor, its size, right? I normally use it with this magic arm, and with this magic arm, it gives me the ability to clamp it anywhere I can or want to clamp it, and it can be out of sight, out of mind. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So anybody that's helping me on set or anybody else that's part of the production, it really doesn't get in their way. It's not in my way. And it gives me the ability to get the job done without stressing about getting BTS and doing my actual job. Sometimes I'll also use this cold shoe mount or this hot shoe mount. I don't know which is which, but I'll put it on the back of my camera rig or on the back of my gimbal, and it gives more of a POV shot. So it just gives me the ability to be versatile and get different angles when I'm trying to film BTS. One thing that I do dislike about this Osmo Action 4 is that I have to remove this hard shell or this cage in order to access the memory card. So 9 times out of 10, I don't like doing that. I'll just plug in a USB-C cable to USB-C into my computer and I transfer it that way. It's not as quick, but I would rather do that than to fully take it out of the cage and then put it back in when I'm done. The second product that I use for high quality BTS are the Ray-Ban Metas. I've had the Ray-Ban Metas for about 4 months now, and I've actually been using them quite often. They're so, convenient. So I normally wear them every day, not only for BTS, but they do have Bluetooth functionality. So I'm using them for voice calls or for listening to music or just protecting my eyes in general because I have the blue light lenses. Now, as far as BTS goes, what I normally do is I set these up to record in 1-minute increments, right? And then I just spray and pray, and hopefully I can get something good. And it's more of a POV shot. So 9 times out of 10, something good is going to come from that. And I'm going to be able to chop it up later and explain my thought process as far as why I got this shot versus this shot, or this angle over this angle, or why I set the lights here over here, right? There are two downsides to the Ray-Ban Metas, in my opinion, that one of them could probably be improved upon, but the second part is kind of, it is what it is. The first thing that I don't like is that they only record in vertical mode. So I can't really post them to YouTube or use them for any other purpose other than Instagram, TikTok, or something like that, because it's all in the vertical orientation. My second gripe is something that we really can't do anything about right now because the technology is what it is, right? And that's the battery life. It has a decent battery life, but as you start to record multiple video clips, then you can pretty much drain that quickly. And once they're dead, only thing you can do is to put it back into the case and wait for it to charge in order to get more BTS content. Versus with the Osmo Action 4, the battery life is much better. And in a pinch, I could probably just buy another battery and swap them out if that first battery dies. And lastly, there is another alternative to getting high quality BTS if you're filming by yourself. And it kind of plays on the fact that maybe you're not by yourself. If there's another videographer in your area who's trying to learn, or you have something to offer to them, maybe teaching or just even paying them potentially to be an extra hand on set, and they can do BTS while they're doing that, then that's probably the most viable option to you as far as getting high quality BTS, and something that you don't necessarily have to worry about because another person is taking care of it. And you're doing two things. You're helping someone else and they're helping you. So if you can afford it, do that. Or if you have something to offer somebody else as far as helping them out, as far as teaching them something, then that's always a positive. But that's how I get my BTS most of the time. It's going to be the Osmo Action 4. And if I have my Ray-Bans on and they're charged, right, then I'm using those. But if I can't afford to hire somebody else, or if someone wants to come on my set and I can show them how I do things, then, you know, I'm welcome to that as well. But let me know how you get your BTS. And until the next video, peace.